hopeful, the Maine Celtics. The final push to end this G League regular season starts right now. Oh, the rain and thunderstorms and snow and all that's gone, thank goodness. Welcome to the Magic City and our coverage of the NBA G League. The Maine Celtics in town to take on the Birmingham Squadron. Inside Legacy Arena, that's former Alabama coach Rick Moody. I'm Blake Gardner. Ariel Schaefer will join us here in just a bit as well. But Rick, good playing on the road for the Squadron. Now can they take it back home?
Yeah, they took care of their business, but now they've got themselves back into position. As the great Lou Holtz once said, how do you do it? One bite at a time. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Got to win.
Well, they got a Maine team that's won 3 of their last 4 coming into the night. Big reason why the play of Kendall Brown.
Absolutely. Kendall Brown entered the NBA draft after 1 year at Baylor University and was a second-round pick. He is an elite athlete, has a 6'11" wingspan and can guard multiple positions. He is a high IQ cutter. He shoots 51% from the field with transition layups and dunks. Simply put, he is a versatile scorer who is a really good and consistent jump shot away from an NBA roster.
Speaking of jump shots, Christian Shumate's jumpers look pretty good on the road trip.
Yeah, Shumate is a rookie out of McNeese State who has burst onto the scene and given the Squadron a huge shot in the arm. He is a high motor guy who is in his last 5 games has averaged 17 points, 8.6 rebounds, and in his last 2 games as a starter, he averaged 19 points and 9.5 rebounds, shooting 60% and 67% from deep. It's like hello world for Shumate and for the Birmingham Squadron.
Shumate back in the starting 5 along with Trey Alexander, TJ Carton, Josh Oduro, and Hunter Dickinson. Starting lineups brought to you by Nizo Studios. Tanjay, Gray, Brown, Bridges, and Ward. The 5 for the visiting Celtics here tonight in Birmingham. Our crew chief tonight, Leah Laney, the Oklahoma City native, leads Austin Spiker and Joe Prince. And we are ready to rock for the first of 2. The Celtics and the Squadron opening tap corralled by Maine. And we are underway on this Monday night. Right away, Kendall Brown trying to get downhill. Dumps it inside Hassan Ward against the 7-footer, scores over the top of him for the first bucket of the night.
He is a scorer. He's not a great shooter from the 3-point line. He won't stretch the defense, but he has excellent hands and crafty moves around the basket.
Hassan Ward, the first bucket. Can't deny Hunter Dickinson, though, on the other end.
The one thing he does not have is a 7'2" body, and right then the Squadron immediately take it inside to the big fellow.
Tanjay elevates, knocks it down. John Tanjay starts the night 1 for 1, the rookie from Wisconsin.
And he is looking to score. He is not going to come out here and let the game come to him. He's going to create his own offense at times, but he is a scorer.
Guy averaging over 21 points a game in this G League regular season coming in. Oduro kicks, Dickinson for 3. That's good.
And that's what our big guy can do for us. Dickinson can step out there. If you help off of him, he will light you up deep.
Up top, Hassan Ward, the emphatic finish. And John Tanjay working 2-game to perfection to start the evening. 2-man game between Carton and Dickinson on this end leads to a DJ Carton 3.
Nice to have DJ back in this game. He only played in 12 minutes, I believe, in his last game. Had a little ankle tweak or something like that, but it's good to see him back out.
Reach-in foul is going to be called on Trey Alexander. Fans, tonight's injury report brought to you by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Alabama. Recovery is underway. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Alabama is committed to keeping today's athletes healthy. Ron Harper, the only guy missing from Maine. Jalen Moore remains out rehabbing his torn Achilles. Jaden Springer came into the night questionable with a thumb injury, but he is going to try to give it a go tonight for the Squadron. Tanjay from 14 knocks it down. Second midi for him tonight.
Like I said, he is going to create his own offense. He is an excellent scoring machine for this Celtics team.
Duro couldn't save that. The squadron turned it over for the first time of the night. There's Phil Pressey, first-year head coach of this Maine team after a couple of seasons as a Boston assistant. Former Missouri Tiger gets to watch his college team in the NCAA tournament coming up here in a few days.
It's good for these guys to be on the on the staff of the big team and then get an opportunity to come and see what they have learned and to take over their own little team and orchestrate what it takes to become a winner.
Alexander rises, a little bit strong, but Hunter Dickinson had the offensive board, just couldn't finish the second opportunity. Maine in front by a couple, 5 for their first 5 from the floor, but Kendall Brown turns it over. There's Joe Barra, the Birmingham squadron head coach. First season for him in that chair after spending some time as a squadron assistant, also time as the Magic's G League head coach. Trey Alexander off a screen, got the switch, now looking for a little bit of help. Alexander in the corner, in and out, it was halfway down. And it's knocked out of bounds, last touched by Maine. Last touched by the squadron, actually. Christian Shoemate. Thought that should have been Maine basketball.
This is a real important quarter for the Birmingham squadron right now. I have to tell you why, because when trailing after the first quarter this season, they are 3-21 when trailing after the first quarter. The Birmingham squadron really need to come out, play a complete game, get the offense going, get the defense going, and take the lead after the first quarter, and that helps big time right there. When you see that guy get out in the open court, Trey Alexander can make a play.
The steal, the bump, and the finish. One of the 3 squadron two-ways. Trey Alexander, the second-year pro from Creighton. It's on an absolute heater right now as he knocks down the free throw. Back-to-back games with 31 or more. Completes the three-point play, gives his team the lead back by 1. 3.5 minutes gone by.
Like Tanjay, Trey Alexander can create his own offense as well, and that's what's so important for the Birmingham squadron.
Tanjay, good look inside to a cutting Kendall Brown. First bucket of the night for Brown. That time the recipients of an excellent find. Tanjay rose to shoot, thought better of it. Shoemates. Off the half spin, almost lost his footing, maintained possession and couldn't spin it in. Got his own miss, second crack got rejected, and a steal. Brown pokes it away, but also threw it away.
Boy, you talk about activity right there around that basket. Apparently, Shoemate has gotten some attention from his opponents.
Big time rejection there at point blank range from Hassan Ward. He's an excellent shot blocker, one of the best in the G League a year ago. Shoemate left corner for 3. Bit too strong. Rebound goes out of bounds and will stay down here. Maine digging into their bench for the first time tonight. Hayden Morgan, the rookie. One of the coolest stories in the G League appears for the first time tonight from Division III Hamilton College. Too many D3 rookies in the G. Fresh 14 to work with here for the squadron. Dickinson in the paint, got fouled on his way up. It's going to be a reach on Hayden Gray, and the big man's got a free throw coming. So Dickinson going to the free throw line. And he knocks it down. And Rick, that's probably the biggest development in his game this year, the ability to convert at the free throw line and behind the line.
Absolutely.
And that time he has the knockaway, pokes it away from a cutting Ward. Oduro on the other end, a two-handed hammer.
What a fast break, but who created that opportunity Well, actually, Oduro did by getting out and running the floor, but Trey Alexander with a beautiful, beautiful feed right there for an easy basket.
Son Ward answers on the other end with a stuff of his own. Squadrons lead back to 1. Alexander across the floor. Squadron operate here in the half court, and Shoemate almost gave it away. Dickinson flips it up and in. Good start tonight once again with 22 double-doubles this year. Hayden Gray off the screen. A little bit short. Hard to believe that was the first three-point attempt of the night for Maine. Carton, a reach from behind, knocked it out of his grasp. It'll be Squadron basketball when we return. Efficient offensive starts for both these two teams. Rick, it's always going to be efficient when you get dunks.
Well, when Trey Alexander gets out in that open court, you can rest assured he's got his eyes open, his head up, and he will find you if you will run.
17-14, right back to Birmingham in just a moment.
I'm Matthew Knowles, proud native of Alabama, father of Beyonce and Solange. I am also one of the 1 in 833 men diagnosed with male breast cancer. Early detection and research is absolutely critical in saving lives. This breast cancer research specialty license plate funds the most promising research across Alabama. Get yours today at your local DMV.
If you've been injured by one of these big trucks, you need a big advantage. Get the BART Big Truck Advantage. We've recovered millions of dollars from trucking companies for our injured clients. They know who we are. One call, that's all.
Welcome back to Birmingham, Alabama. Blake Gardner, Rick Moody, Ariel Schaefer, your crew tonight. Time to look at what Rick has his eye on, brought to you by UAB Callahan Eye.
Well, they won their last game, Maine did, basically by winning the bench points. You got to know those people coming off the bench for them. More points off of turnovers. That's been the Squadron's thorn in their side all year. Birmingham, though, win the battle of the boards and then be leading after the third quarter. As a matter of fact, we've already talked about it's also important to be leading after the first quarter for the Birmingham Squadron.
17-14 Birmingham to start tonight. Including a couple of made threes. One from Hunter Dickinson, the other from this guy, DJ Carton. Navigates out of the timeout. Johnny O'Neal into the game along with Chase Hunter off the bench for the Squadron. Hunter right away knocks down a three. The rookie from Clemson finds the bottom of the barrel.
But when we talked about the leading after the third quarter, the Birmingham Squadron, Blake, believe it or not, 13-2 when leading after the third quarter.
Tanjay, the step back, off the mark. One and done for Maine. Birmingham's offense humming to start the night. Team that has had its ups and downs on this end of the floor this year. Carton finds Shoemate. Wants to attack off the pump. Got the contact and flips it in, but wave it off. The contact before the gather.
Oh,
Rookie doesn't get credit for the continuation.
Wow.
Let's see, does look like the gather is a touch late. And he does put it on the floor one more time.
After the first ball.
Correct.
Because he got mauled while he was shooting the ball.
Shoemate into the post this time. 7 to work with here for the Squadron. The rookie from McNeese kicks across the floor. And it's tapped out of bounds. It'll stay down here, but just 1.8 to get it on the rim.
So in the last game, Blake, for the Birmingham squadron, DJ Carden got that little ankle tweak and could not play. And Johnny, that you just saw miss the three-point shot right there. Johnny O'Neal had an unbelievable game, the kind he had earlier in the season before he got in that little slump.
Tough take there from Keon Johnson, but it goes wanting, and he lost his shoe behind the play, so it's 5-on-4 on this end. Christian Shoemate takes advantage and one.
That's one thing that I will say for Shoe. He has played through contact all year long. He is a bulldog when he gets it around that basket. He is not afraid of his physicality. He really enjoys playing a physical game.
Guy that missed a little bit of time early in this G League regular season with a hand injury, but since he's returned, he's started to find more confidence on the offensive end of the floor.
Except right here. I tried to get it in quick, Blake.
Tried to work that reverse jinx, but to no avail.
47%. That's the only thorn in his side right now is he has not gotten. Hey, he's a good shooter. He's just not relaxed at the free throw line.
Squadron get another stop defensively, in front by 8 now. O'Neal from deep 2. That rattles in, out, and back in. Johnny O'Neal's on the board, and the Squadron's lead is double digits.
And that shot was not a three-point shot. Actually, that was about a 12-footer.
That one is a three-point shot, and it goes for Keon Johnson. Playing his 7th game as a Maine Celtic. Takes the lid off the bucket for now for Maine as Alexander tossed it off of Johnson. And Duwana to keep it down here.
You know, sometimes we use certain terms to describe certain players, but that play that you just saw right there by Trey Alexander, when we say crafty or cerebral, that's the intangibles that Trey Alexander possesses, which is why this team has been so much better with him on the floor.
Alexander left that hook a little short, but it'll stay down here. No shot clock reset. That didn't draw any iron. Alexander gets it back in the corner, connects.
Of course, it helps when you can do that as well. That's not cerebral, that's just talent.
And after the 3 went in, double technical fouls have been assessed. One to Hunter Dickinson of the Squadron, the other to Keon Johnson. So something to keep an eye on the rest of the night.
Well, to be quite honest with you, I have no problem with the official making that call to get control of the game early.
So Keon Johnson didn't waste much time getting involved tonight. Bridges left wing, left that short. Rebound caroms all the way out to the corner where Hunter keeps it alive. Squadron plus 10, just the start they were looking for on their home floor. It's a short rest for Trey Alexander, who's back to work. Plays off the bump. That went off the back iron, but Hunter Dickinson was there on the weak side.
It's one thing that Hunter Dickinson, from the very first game of the season till now, he's been getting on that offside board. He's got that knack for going to that opposite block to get that offside rebound. And boy, he's been making some big money.
Quick 11 for Dickinson to start the night. Johnson, a pretty runner. That was a long runner, almost 14 feet, but it goes for Johnson, who's got a couple of buckets off the bench. 2.5 minutes left in our opening 12. Trey Mitchell, the veteran guard, navigating inside. Not quite on the same page with Dickinson, but the big man got bumped from behind. So it'll be Squadron basketball when we return.
So actually that was a pretty good pass. As Trey saw Hunter streaking to the basket, got pushed, but could have been an easy basket.
Squadron 55% from the floor to start the game. A large part thanks to their big guy. A quick 11 points from Hunter Dickinson. Tristan Shoemates joined the party as well. Big reason why the Squadron are in front by 10.
Lakeshore Foundation, we believe in a world in which every person has the opportunity to achieve a healthy, active, independent life. For 100 years, we've been impacting lives through inclusive fitness, sports, and recreation. Our mission is to encourage and provide opportunities for people to live a healthy lifestyle through activity, research, and advocacy. Join us. Together, we can make every day a new beginning.
Welcome back to Birmingham, Alabama. Good start for the Birmingham Squadron, who lead Maine Celtics 29-19. Time to check in with the third member of our crew, Ariel Schaefer, for the first time. What's going on, Ariel?
Well, hey there, Blake. All season long for the Birmingham Squadron, forward Josh Oduro has been deemed the most consistent player on this roster, and that consistency for sure has paid off, as Oduro recently just signed a two-way contract with the Pelicans organization. When speaking with head coach Joe Bear of the Birmingham Squadron, he told me that this has been a long time coming for Josh Oduro, just from what he's been able to put in the offseason, being able to transform his body, but also transform his game, saying that he couldn't be happier for Josh and his family, because Josh is the type of guy that really just embodies that competitive spirit and love for the game. He's fierce, specifically on the boards, and someone that's going to fit the mold in the Pelicans organization. Blake?
Thanks, Ariel. Quite the reward for the second-year pro. He's getting the blow right now with 2 minutes to go. His team in front double figures.
I was just fixing to say that one of the things that the Squadron have done, not only one turnover until that last possession, and then now they're just 2 turnovers, but the Squadron have turned the Celtics over 4 times for 7 points. 7-2 in the turnover margin, points scored.
Gray spotted up in the corner, knocks down the 3. The second three-point make of the night for the Celtics. Quick trigger from the rookie from San Diego.
It's hard to believe he doesn't play like a rookie. Well, it's the end of the season, but I'm telling you what, I watched him against the Osceola team, and boy, he was fabulous.
Chase Hunter, a deep one, his second of the night. And that was steps behind the line, some 30-plus feet.
And something we haven't, sometimes we just forget. There's 3 rookies on the floor as we speak for the Birmingham Squadron.
That guy's not a rookie. Jalen Bridges, the second-year pro, answers with a 3 of his own. Maine got off to such a quick offensive start, but mired by turnovers. Now starting to force them. Keon Johnson couldn't save that one.
But that was a true little pocket pass. Trey saw the road to the basket, but there is the 3 balls that we just got through talking about. 2 rookies knocking them down.
Either one of these 2 teams are excellent three-point shooting teams. The Squadron actually last in that department in terms of percentage.
To say, you're exactly right. Unfortunately, that's been a thorn in the Squadron's side.
But not tonight. Johnny O'Neal's got the 6th three-point make already for the squad. Birmingham's lead back to 10. Maine trying to go 2 for 1. Gray, a deep one off the back iron. Or the offensive board against Dickinson. Scores. Tough take for Hassan Ward, the second-year pro from Barbados. Split his time in college between VCU and Richmond and Iowa State. Shot clock and game clock separated by a little more than 2 seconds here. Trey Alexander goes to work. Alexander dumps it off. Dickinson, too strong with his left hand. 2 seconds for Ward here. Kick, Scott, did he get it off? He did. As it stands, the referees immediately say we're going to go check this one. See if Aaron Scott beat the buzzer with that three.
Well, this is the kind of game I expected it to be, especially if Birmingham could come out tonight, take care of the ball in the first half, and get the three-point shot going. Boy, that's a great start for the Birmingham squadron.
Squadron by 8. Did Aaron Scott beat the buzzer? We'll find out when we return.
Hey fans, come out to Legacy Arena on Sunday, March 22nd at 3 p.m. for Youth Sports Night.
Grab a mini basketball hoop for your door.
Get to work on that jump shot and we will see you there.
For every action, there's a reaction. For every late night check-in, every early morning routine, every episode that you just wish wouldn't end, there are thousands of actions making it all possible. From the little things to the big things to the couldn't live without them things. There are hardworking people doing everything in their power to power everything you do.
I'm Morris Fark. If you're injured in a car wreck, call me and you can talk to a lawyer right now for free. Over 40 years of winning, over $1 billion won. Call me now at 251-6700. One call, that's all.
Ever since I chose Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Alabama for my family, I feel like I can't make a wrong decision.
Honey?
Pattern, yes. Wings, no. I never second guess myself anymore. Knowing my family has a plan that gives us the freedom to choose from a large network of doctors and hospitals.
Can I schedule
Thursday? Make it an hour. Gives me this unshakable confidence. And now, I just can't miss.
What's for dinner?
Pizza!
Some decisions are easy. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Alabama. We cover what matters.
Welcome back to Birmingham, Alabama, home to the Birmingham Squadron. Front of Maine by 8 as it stands, as these two teams play each other for the 6th time all-time. Our first one, though, since February of 2025, a 5-point win for Maine up in the Northeast. By the way, that Aaron Scott 3-ball ruled to be just after the buzzer. So the rookie does not get credit for the 3. Another look at it here, and you can see clearly still in his hand with red on the backboard.
And the Birmingham Squadron do not want to jinx them, but only 2 turnovers in that first quarter for 2 points. That is fantastic.
Hunter Dickinson got some contact, didn't get the whistle. You said the Squadron needed to get off to a good start, though. 35 first quarter points, the most they've scored in the first quarter in any game this year, according to our Trey Hines here courtside. Jalen Bridges, a deep 2 that goes.
Well, it's the G League, and guess what? You're going to see run after run after run. Fortunately, the Squadron got off to an early start, and if they keep making plays like that one right there, DJ Carton, who is a lefty with a little reverse right-handed flip off the corner of that square and goes to the free throw line for an and-one opportunity. There it is, right there. Good job, DJ.
Fouls on Hayden Gray for a reach. Number 3 on number 3 crime. DJ Carton a chance in a 3-point play. The 5th-year pro knocks it down. Good to see him back healthy after, as you said, he had to leave that last game against Grand Rapids early, rolling his ankle. He puts the squad back in front by 9. Morgan off the flare, quick trigger, puts it in.
What did I tell you? Watch this guy. He Division III. What was the
Division III? Not too many people familiar with the Hamilton College Sentinels. DJ Carton reloads. A bit too strong.
A little strong, but dead center.
Morgan, this time forced off the line, kicks across the floor. Kendall Brown, short. There's a rebound. Morgan up and under, finishes.
Not only does he make a three, he comes back down, makes a great cross-court pass, gets the rebound, reverse layup. Unbelievable.
What a sequence for the rookie from New Jersey. Carton off of Hunter Dickinson's screen, found an open shooter. It's Trey Mitchell who connects.
Good for Trey. Trey has been always a shooter since he's been in the G League, has struggled mightily in the last month and a half, and it's good to see him able to knock one down.
Bridges off the bounce. Yes, sir. Jalen Bridges starting to get going here in this second quarter. Guy who's got a little bit of NBA experience. Played in 8 NBA games last year with the Suns. Johnny O'Neal, no. Dickinson, though, follows it up. He continues to add.
Now, Johnny knows he's not supposed to shoot the ball from within the three-point line. But the big fella's there to do the cleanup business.
Nice find. A cutter. It's Morgan for a jam. Hank Morgan has got 3 buckets here to start this second quarter. Squadron's lead that was as big as a dozen has been trimmed back to just 4. Carton across the floor. Hunter just barely kept it in play. 5 to work with for him. Hunter attacks, spins, scoops, didn't get a whistle. Here comes Kendall Brown racing through the defense to get a foul.
Talk about turning it up a notch.
Fouls on Trey Mitchell. That's his first.
That right there, Mr. Brown, is the guy that we opened our broadcast with tonight because of all of a sudden the explosion. He is a freak of an athlete. He can turn it up a notch, and the next thing you know, he is by you. And if he played with a high motor, no telling what this guy could do. He's been kind of criticized for turning it on and turning it off, but boy, if he keeps it turned up like that right there, oh my gosh.
Brown knocks down the free throw. A guy who's played in 20-plus NBA games, mainly with the Pacers. Still only 22 years old. Josh Oduro got deep position, but couldn't capitalize on it. Ward and the Celtics get a stop, and all of a sudden, Maine can tie or take the lead on this trip. So the scoop sent backwards by Alexander. Oh, man. Oduro, a three-point try. Not this time. Squadron have shot it well to start the contest. That one goes wanting, though. Brown off the bounce. Right hand, not quite. Right now, a lot of pointing and looking for fouls to the referees who are not quick to give those tonight. Oduro wanted it, didn't get it. Oduro working on Ward across the floor. Shoemates. Back to Alexander, who got the bump, but it was on the floor.
And I believe that was on the shot.
Alexander wanted it on the shot. Referee says no, it was a foul on the dribble. So Hassan Ward.
And once again, you're correct.
Tagged with his first. Alexander back on the ball, hangs, hands, plus one. Trey Alexander spins it through all the traffic.
So Trey says, okay, you're not going to give me the opportunity to shoot 2 free throws. I'll just go get me a basket and a free throw. Hopefully he can knock it down.
There you see what Trey Alexander has done so far this year on a two-way back and forth between the Squadron and the Pels as he completes the three-point play. Two ways, Dickinson and Alexander have combined for 22 to start the night. Squadron's lead back to 5. Alexander right now dealing with a mismatch inside against Duwana, a foul away from the ball.
I was going to say during that episode, please know where number 4 is. I'm talking about Hank Morgan. He comes in the game looking as instant offense, and if I'm the Squadron right now, I'm glad to see him go.
Morgan with 3 buckets here in the second quarter. He gets a breather. John Tonje back into the game. Got to his spots, threw it off the back iron. Rebound fought for and eventually corralled by Oduro. Shielded off all the contact to keep possession with the team in red. Alexander probing again. Off the glass, no. Rebound tapped out of bounds and will stay down here. Even when Josh Oduro doesn't get the offensive rebound, he still affects it enough to give the Squadron another opportunity.
And as Trey Alexander took the ball to the basket, he anticipated and got in there around to where he could be involved in the play. That's part of his savviness. He is tough.
Couldn't get that hook to go. Short shot clock. Rebound to Maine. Johnson off the screen. Duwana on the roll, got hacked. And that's on Trey Mitchell as well. That's his 3rd. So the Squadron, a decision to make on Trey Mitchell, who's picked up 3 early fouls. It'll be Maine basketball when we come back. It's a quick start tonight for the Birmingham Squadron. They led the entirety of the first quarter. The Celtics, though, have fought their way back here in the second. 46-41 our score. Final 6:42 of the first half when we return to Legacy Arena right after this.
Fans, come to Legacy Arena on Tuesday, March 24th at 7 p.m. for Fan Appreciation Night.
Grab an autograph from your favorite player during the post-game autograph session.
Join us as we celebrate you, the fans, for your support all season long.
I was in stop-and-go traffic, and out of nowhere, I was hit by an 18-wheeler. I know what to do. I called Morris Bart, and he got me $150,000.
Over 40 years of winning, over $1 billion won. You know what to do.
My 68 is the home of the Birmingham Squadron.
Feel the energy at Legacy Arena or catch every soaring play right here all season long.
Welcome back to Legacy Arena. Time to look at Rick's trivia question tonight, brought to you by Down and From Productions. Tonight's question is, former Boston Celtic, of course the Celtics in town, so a Celtics theme. D. Brown won the 1991 Slam Dunk Contest. What was the iconic name for his famous dunk?
D. Brown's quite a story. He was a 6'1" guard who played 8.5 seasons with Boston, renowned for that iconic dunk that he took in the 1990, was it
91?
91, that's exactly right. Unfortunately for him, he didn't get to play with Larry Bird and Kevin McHale. He was in the aftermath of that dynasty and had to go through the rebuilding process.
Johnson off the catch, a bit too strong with his 3. Squadron lead by 5 as we approach the midway point of the second quarter. Kept the Celtics at bay for the most part tonight as Carden got fouled from behind. The reach on Hayden Gray is his 3rd.
If you really wanted to just look at the stats at the last time out, all of a sudden the Maine Celtics shooting 59% from the field, up to 42% from the three-point line, and that's why they get jumped back in the game after falling behind by double digits in the first quarter.
Alexander behind the screen, hits the 3.
What a joy to see Trey Alexander in that Squadron uniform.
On the other end, Keon Johnson got some contact. He's going to the strike.
And watch this 3 ball. You talking about a step back? Just step back, boom. Get you some of that. Trey Alexander just sweet.
Already a dozen tonight to go along with 4 assists for him. Keon Johnson, the NBA vet at the line. His free throw rattles in. 5th-year pro and former Tennessee Volunteer. Makes it a 6-point game again. Carden, no hesitation. Couldn't spin it in, but Oduro helps him out. Second crack coming. Shoemate trying to turn the corner on Tanjay. Backs his way in, left hand, yes sir.
Absolutely would not be denied. He was going to get the ball to the rim and finish. Christian Shoemate.
Second bucket of the night for the former McNeese Cowboy. Bridges fires, wave it off, it's an offensive foul. Moving screen on Hassan Ward, who comes up holding his left leg. And it looks like he and Johnny O'Neal.
It's a G League rule. You cannot send your trainer out on the court to assist one of the players, or it's an automatic timeout that you have to use. So in this case, Hassan Ward right now needs some attention.
We'll step aside. Be right back to Birmingham in a moment.
Whoa, we're married.
Whoa, no training wheels.
Whoa. Minivan.
For all of life's whoa moments, Protective is here for you.
Whoa, that's what our retirement income could look like?
Yeah. Whoa. We've put protecting people at the center of everything we do because our promise is in our name.
Back here in Birmingham, home to the Birmingham Squadron, taking on the Maine Celtics tonight. These two teams going back-to-back, head-to-head. Some playoff spots on the line. Again, everybody's trying to fight into that top 8 with 5 G League regular season games to play. Squadron 12-19 so far. Maine just 1 game under 500. Entering play tonight, the Celtics occupying one of those final few playoff places.
Well, Blake, I think you and I both, at some point, we thought that there was no way that the Birmingham squad would not be eliminated by this time, but they went on the road. They got their teams together. They did what they had to do to just keep themselves in the hunt. No, they're not a favorite right now, but all you can do is all you can do. That means you got to win. You got to win tonight. You got to win tomorrow night. And then you have to finish. And if they do that, then they still got a chance. But that's all you can do to give yourself a chance. Go out and take care of your business. And as I said earlier, I kind of screwed up my little introduction when I said, Lou Holtz was the one that said, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. And that's where you are right now. You got to go one game at a time.
Oduro on his cut to the rim got fouled. I believe that's a reach on Keon Johnson. That's his third. Josh Oduro's going to the line. Maine is over the foul limits. So the squadron shooting free throws the remainder of the first half.
Well, I'm going to use reverse psychology this time. Josh Oduro has improved his free throw stroke immensely. And he doesn't touch anything but the bottom of the strings.
Second-year pro signed his two-way deal, as Ariel said, about 12 days ago now. Congrats to him, and that time did just enough to alter Keon Johnson, but a late whistle and a foul is going to go on Oduro.
Man, that hurts.
Squadron bench thinking about giving this one a second look. They're going to keep their challenge in their pocket for now. Keon Johnson back to the stripe.
Who's it?
Austin Spiker, though, getting a pretty pointed conversation from the squadron bench there. As it stands,
it was a dialogue, though. That was pretty good.
It's only the first on Oduro, so not anything to worry about yet there. Hunter's pass kicked across the floor. World Cup in just a couple of months. Pretty good volley there from Kendall Brown. 14 to work with here for the squad as Hunter Dickinson checks back into the game. The squad are going to go with 3 guys over 6'9" on the floor at one time here. Alexander, a deep three. It's good.
Well, you can see why he was the Rookie of the Year last year. He has really grown as a player this last 15 games, I believe.
The squadron's representative in the next up game on the West Coast as well. He's got 3 first-half threes. O'Neal wants his own. A little bit short. The squadron's lead, which had been trimmed to just 1 possession, all of a sudden is back to 11. Johnson rejected the screen, turned it over. Maine has struggled with giving the basketball away here a little bit in this first half. Squadron +3 in the turnover department with 4:12 to go in the second quarter. Hunter attacks, couldn't quite spin it in. Tonja pulls up, missed everything, whoa.
That's unusual, I can guarantee you that.
An up and down start for John Tonje so far. This Maine team has been efficient on the offensive end when they've gotten shots up. Had some weird offensive possessions as well. Alexander hounded by Johnson, trying to attack. A tough fall away.
Oh, what? I was going to say, if that one goes down, good gravy.
Johnson right back at him on the other end. Kicks. Scott. His pass intercepted. Alexander Oduro had it knocked away, and it was off his leg last, out of bounds.
I tell you what, Trey Alexander tonight is like the Energizer Bunny, boy. He is bouncing around.
He's going to play a lot tonight. Jaden Springer came into the night questionable with that thumb injury, is not going to give it a go. So it's Alexander and Hunter as the primary ball handlers the rest of the way. Hunter checks out here as Christian Shoemate returns. Gotta be pleased, though, if you're Joe Barrow on the squadron bench with the way his team has, by and large, controlled this first half.
Absolutely.
On cue, another steal. Johnny O'Neal jumps the passing lane. Squadron a chance to extend this lead even further. Across the floor, Shoemates passed it up. Oduro inside, left-hand spin.
That's why he signed a two-way contract right there. Going right down the lane, changing it. Double clutch, left-handed layup.
Nice find, a two-handed hammer for Hassan Ward. A much-needed bucket for the Celtics. The offense has started to dry up here over the last few minutes. Ward jumps that pass as well. The big man leading the break and leaves it for Scott.
Good decision right there by Shoemate not to go up there and try to reject something and get an and one stoppage of game, foul, the whole 9 yards.
Oduro forced off the line, attacks, got contact, and wave off the bucket. It's an offensive foul. It's the second on Oduro, and credit Johnson who got the position.
He had a little great job right there by Johnson. That was just giving your body up to a tank coming right down the middle of the lane.
I was about to say, Josh Oduro's listed as 6'9", 240. You got to have some courage to take that in the chest as Tanja takes it hard and gets credit for the bucket +1.
Talking about playing through contact right there. Alley-oop, played through the contact. Good job.
Sean Tanje making fast friends in this Celtics setup. It's his 7th game with Maine as he completes the three-point play. Guy that was traded to the Celtics near the deadline for Chris Boucher, the big man, went back to Utah. Tanje on his two-way deal between Maine and Boston. A Shoemate turns it over. 4-on-3 the other way. Bridges thought about it, thought better of it. Johnson takes it inside, goes high off the glass.
All of a sudden, the turnover bug has attacked the Birmingham squadron. Got to take care of the basketball, fellas.
Alexander turns the corner. He's got an easy one. That stops the Celtics scoring run.
Would not hurt to get a stop here and get a couple more baskets to go in comfortable at the half.
Johnson, a little bit short on his three, but a moving screen on his son, Ward, means that shot doesn't matter. That's the 3rd on Ward.
I saw that exact same call in the game that I was scouting with Maine and Osceola, and as you see right there, he doesn't pick and roll, he pick and pushes, and it got him in the Osceola game at a critical time too. They were fortunate enough to go ahead and win the game, but you know, these officials, they get films too.
Oduro hanging on the rim. Another nice find from Alexander. His 5th assist. The lead back to 8 for the squad. Johnson on the drive again. Got the contact and a chance at 3.
Trey was looking at the wrong whistle. Instead of a stop, the Birmingham squadron have a breakdown, allow dribble penetration. Hunter Dixon tries to contain it and gets a ticky-tack foul that could turn into an and one.
Been a productive scoring half off the bench for Keon Johnson despite those 3 early fouls. After the free throw, he's got 14 off the bench.
Boy, he's got a pretty stroke. That was a beautiful stroke.
Back to a 2-possession lead for the squadron. Alexander probing again. Right hand plus the bump. Have a first half Trey Alexander.
That's a pretty nice stroke right there as well. Just such body control, how he can be going, it looks like so fast, but still be under control where you can gather yourself, get it on the glass, finish the play, get to the line where hopefully he can finish the job.
Coming into the night, the last couple of games, Trey Alexander had 32 against Stockton. He had 31 against Grand Rapids. He's got 20 already in this first half. His squadron back in front by 8. Chance for Maine to go 2 for 1. Tanjay thinking the same thing, but had it stripped away. It'll stay down here. .13 to shoot here for Maine. Two for 1 opportunity, all but gone here. Probably better to focus on just getting a good look. That'll help. Scott inside, lays it in.
There's one job, Blake, that I would not want to have. That's a video coordinator sitting over there behind the bench with the head coach glaring at me, waiting for an answer. I wouldn't like that at all.
Those guys are under pressure, but so far, both coaches have kept their coaches' challenges in their pockets for now. Celtics run 2 at Alexander. Oduro finishes through the contacts. Showing off the strength in the restricted area.
And what a pass right there by Hunter Dickerson. That was a great find. Of course, you have to be able to catch, and then you have to be able to play through that right there, get the ball into the basket, and go to the line, and hopefully finish the play.
The 3 squadron two-ways have combined for 43 first half points. 20 from Alexander, 13 from Dickinson, and 10 plus 1 more from Oduro. 5 seconds to work with here for Keon Johnson. Johnson hangs and hits.
What a floater. What a floater. Actually, it was a knuckleball floater.
So Johnson beats the buzzer. The referees are going to put 0.5 seconds back on the clock here. So the squadron are going to have a chance at a heave. Alexander gets it off in time, but too strong.
Trey was begging it to go down.
Still a pretty good first half for him. His squadron team in front by 7. Ariel Schaefer's got Birmingham squadron head coach Joe Bear. Ariel?
Coach, you guys have been able to control pace on the floor as well from beyond the arc, but they're sharing the ball consistently. What can you say about the offense production in this half?
Great execution. Our guys are passing the ball well. I thought we were able to extend that even more. We had about 4 straight turnovers in that stretch, but overall, I think the guys are executing and playing at a good pace and within themselves.
Maine able to control off the dribble and score specifically in the last 4 minutes. What are you going to tell the guys defensively to stop the dribble penetration?
Do a little better job on the ball. When they're down a little bit, they're just playing with force. So we got to match force with force here down the stretch.
Coach, thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Ariel. Thanks to Coach Joe Bear. His squadron in front, 68-61. What an offensive start for Birmingham here on their home floor. We'll see if they keep it going in the second half. Don't go anywhere. Coming up at the break, a look inside the NBA G League Showcase, plus some first half highlight stats and more of that all when we return to Birmingham after this quick break.
Hey fans, come out to Legacy Arena on Sunday, March 22nd at 3 p.m. for Youth Sports Night.
Grab a mini basketball hoop for your door.
Get to work on that jump shot and we will see you there.
Every city got a story to tell. Ours ain't written in gold, man. It's carved in concrete. We are raised on rails and steel. Knocked down, built back, stronger every time. You can't fake it in Birmingham. We don't just hand out respect. They say it takes 5 on the floor. Here, it takes a squad. You want in, you better bring some backbone. Because we're not waiting our turn. We're taking it. Hope you got more than hype. Clout won't cut it here. In Birmingham, ball is grind and gospel. A sermon preached from the paint. We know family isn't just 5 deep and that anyone can score, but a squad can soar. For the court, for the city, one squad.
Hey fans, come to Legacy Arena on Tuesday, March 24th at 7 p.m. for Fan Appreciation Night.
Grab an autograph from your favorite player during the post-game autograph session.
Join us as we celebrate you, the fans, for your support all season long.
Here's Alexander, a wing three, and good.
Alexander making his mark today.
Figure things out. Dickinson,
CC.
backdoor cut. Yep, CC.
It's fun being out there with, obviously with Trey, but also the other guys that I don't normally play with. It was a cool experience. It was actually a better crowd than I thought it would be, but unfortunately we came up short today, so not a total success on the day.
Great, bro. Obviously, being able to compete a lot against a lot of these guys and being able to play against some of them, some of the best talent in the G League, and hopefully be able to see them in the NBA soon. So it was real fun. I had a great time.
What is going on, Pels fans? Theo Mitchell here, and we're coming to you live from the Pelicans season ticket holder celebration presented by Chick-fil-A New Orleans. Today is about fun, it is about games, about getting up close and personal with our players, seeing Pel Squad, King Cake Baby, Pierre the Pelican, and so much more, all just to say thank you, season ticket holders, for all that you do for us. We hear you, we see you, we feel you, so this is our chance to just give back, let you know how much we appreciate you, and have a great time.
They did say if you love New Orleans, they'll love you back, so I definitely feel that energy in the vibe here.
Oh, today we're here at the season ticket holder celebration here at the facility, and it's been amazing. Just to be able to see a lot of familiar faces that have come out to support us throughout the first half of the season has been amazing. And just being able to give back to the community of New Orleans, especially Pelican fans, it's been a great night.
Got to meet Zion, Trey, Herb, so I appreciate the team doing this every year.
And the band was kicking, I ain't gonna
always
lie.
a good time. Yep.
You know, get some pictures, get some autos, shoot in the gym. Overall, great experience. It was a great night. Go Pels.
Loved all of the selfie stations, but it's always nice when Pelicans do something for us. And the food was delicious.
Had delicious food. I enjoy coming every year. Go Pels.
We love the Pels. Fun though. Go Pels.
Go Pels.
For 25 seasons, there have been hardcore hoop heads, but none like Timothy. He doesn't just watch the NBA, he studies the NBA G League. He knows over half the NBA came through the G. He can't help but cry watching Rudy, the basketball one. He knew Spicy P would cook the East and that the recipe came from the 905. 25 seasons of staying ahead of the game and counting. He knows the most about the NBA because he watches the NBA G League. Watch tomorrow's NBA today.
Step inside the game you love with the NBA app. Tap to watch every game as it's happening. Jalen Brunson does it again! And never miss a moment of the jaw-dropping action. Get closer to the players than anywhere else. Follow the latest schedules, scores, and stats. Keep up with every story from across the league. And with NBA ID, it's all personalized to you. The game lives here. Download today.
NBA fans don't just watch the game, they live it. So stream like you're courtside with NBA League Pass, your ticket to all the action. Watch your favorite team shine and catch the league's brightest stars and rising stars at the same time with multi-view on your favorite devices. And go deeper than ever before with all the stats and insights you want, all in one place. From the plays you can't believe to the most live games and the drama that comes with it. If it happens on the court, it's happening on NBA League Pass.
Welcome back to Birmingham, Alabama, home to the Birmingham Squadron. Right now in front of the Maine Celtics, 68-61 here at the break. Time to look at some first half highlights. And Rick, Keon Johnson gave Maine a big-time boost to scoring off the bench.
Yes, he did, and he also gave them a big-time boost in their last game in the win against Osceola. Had 17 points, 6 assists, 4 steals. But don't forget now, he's a 2021 first-round draft pick. He was the 21st pick in the first round. So he's got the experience and he's got the talent.
On the other side of things, the Squadron led by Trey Alexander.
Well, it's just been showtime for Trey Alexander, and I say that in a very, very positive way because there's not a shot type that he has not already executed to get this team on his shoulders and take them to this halftime lead of 7 points, including assisting the ball already with 5 assists.
15 assists for the Squadron on 25 made field goals there in the first half. Sharing it well. They've been pretty efficient too. 51% from the floor, 56% from deep.
I'm going to make a halftime prediction. If they can shoot over 50% from both in the second half at the end of the game, I think it's going to be turned into a Birmingham Squadron win.
Halftime stats brought to you by 24E Health Clubs. Nearly 70 points in that first half for the Squadron. Trey Alexander, a big reason why, but also Hunter Dickinson got off to a great start as well.
Well, Hunter got off to a really good start. So the big three, the 3 two-way players, they carried the load. But I will make one other prediction that somebody other than those 3 players, maybe 2 of them are going to have to come out and really, when we sub, we're going to have to go out there and continue to make plays and to protect that lead.
Hassan Ward chipped in 10 for Maine there in the first half. We'll see which one of these guards, whether it's Tanjay or Brown or Bridges, get going in the second half for the Celtics as well. 68-61 our score, the second half between the Celtics and the Squadron right after this.
For 25 seasons, there have been hardcore hoop heads, but none like Timothy. He doesn't just watch the NBA, he studies the NBA G League. He knows over half the NBA came through the G. He can't help but cry watching Rudy, the basketball one. He knew Spicy P would cook the East and that the recipe came from the 905. 25 seasons of staying ahead of the game and counting. He knows the most about the NBA because he watches the NBA G League. Watch tomorrow's NBA today.
Every city got a story to tell. Ours ain't written in gold, man. It's carved in concrete. We are raised on rails and steel. Knocked down, built back, stronger every time. You can't fake it in Birmingham. We don't just hand out respect. They say it takes 5 on the floor. Here, it takes a squad. You want in, you better bring some backbone. Because we're not waiting our turn. We're taking it. Hope you got more than hype. Clout won't cut it here. In Birmingham, ball is grind and gospel. A sermon preached from the paint. We know family isn't just 5 deep, and that anyone can score, but a squad can soar. For the court, for the city, one squad.
Celebrate 5 years of the Birmingham Squadron right here on My 68.
It's time to squad up.
Welcome back to Birmingham, Alabama on a chilly night here in the Deep South. So far, the Squadron been on fire from beyond the arc. 9 of their first 16 from deep, big reason why they lead by 7. And Rick, as we revisit what you had your eye on, brought to you by UAB Callahan Eyes. So far, Squadron getting it done.
Well, I think they're going to be proof in the pudding. I said they had to win the bench points right now, 28-14, and that's what has kept Maine in the game. And then points off turnovers, Birmingham Squadron actually leading that stats. They got to turn that around. If you're the Maine South Squadron, win the battle of the boards. Just play inside. But the battle of the boards right now, Birmingham with a slight lead. And lead after the third quarter. Got to be ahead at the end of this third quarter, and the Birmingham Squadron need 2 more guys to step up. Either Shoemate or Johnny or one of those guys will have to come off the bench. Even Chase Hunter, come off the bench and have some good production.
Third quarter about to begin here in just a moment. Quick clock malfunction will reset things. Ariel, what was the message as you caught up with the Maine side of things before the start of this third quarter?
Catch up with assistant coach Mike Millett, and he told me that they have to get some stops together early on in order to be able to get some rhythm and swing the momentum towards them. He said it was a little slow start, but he loves the Ben's production, specifically from Keon Johnson. But they need to communicate more on defense. The Squadron have been doing a really good job at attacking the spread and being able to spread the floor. But for an answer with Trey Alexander, they are going to play him very tight like they are now and be able to contest almost every shot. Blake.
Pretty good contest there on that DJ Carton 3. That's a little bit short.
Well, I would second that motion if I'm Maine. I'm going to try to double up on Trey and make him give the ball up. He's just killing them.
Up top, the finish with emphasis from Hassan Ward.
Watch out. And Birmingham cannot come out and start having those lazy hanging passes that turn into easy baskets. Nice job right there.
That's assist number 6 tonight for Hunter Dickinson. The post-to-post passing has been a sight for sore eyes for the Squadron so far. Tajay off the screen, off the mark from distance. One and done for Maine. Shoemates trying to get it inside to Dickinson. A lot of contact and a foul that's going to go on Ward, and that's his fourth. And neither side had used a coach's challenge until right now. Son Ward, Josh Oduro, back-to-back dunks. But a coach's challenge being called right here from the Maine bench, challenging the contact there between Ward and Hunter Dickinson.
I did not even think that he had to look for his video guy. Coach went immediately, Coach Pressey immediately going for it.
We'll step aside, find out the result right after this.
Ever since I chose Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Alabama for my family, I feel like I can't make a wrong decision.
Honey?
Pattern, yes. Wings, no. I never second guess myself anymore. Knowing my family has a plan that gives us the freedom to choose from a large network of doctors and hospitals. Can I schedule Thursday? Make it an hour. Gives me this unshakable confidence. And now, I just can't miss.
What's for dinner? Pizza!
Some decisions are easy. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Alabama. We cover what matters.
I'm Morris Fark. If you're injured in a car wreck, call me, and you can talk to a lawyer right now for free. Over 40 years of winning, over $1 billion won. Call me now at 251-6700. One call, that's all.
Welcome back to Legacy Arena, our coverage of the NBA G League. Blake Gardner, Rick Moody, Ariel Schaefer with you tonight, and Ariel is standing by with a very special guest. Ariel?
Blake, I am for sure. And tonight's Women's Empowerment Night here for the Birmingham Squadron at Legacy Arena. Who'd better herself, someone who's inspiring the next generation of women's basketball players. I'm standing by with Birmingham native and WNBA champ Jalen Sherrod. Jalen, first of all, thank you so much for taking the time, and you're back here in Birmingham, but just wrapped up a season with Athletes Unlimited. How was that for you?
It was good. I mean, it was my second year, so I kind of knew what I was getting myself into, and I knew what I really wanted to work on and go in there, so I felt pretty confident about how that ended up.
You're waiting to be able to start another season with the Minnesota Lynx, and you were also named All-Defensive Team with Athletes Unlimited. What did you learn from that season this past in Nashville? How can you be able to translate that now into the season?
Just kind of learning areas that I still need to grow, and I think right now it's just a confidence thing. You know, going into year 3, I learned a lot the first 2 years. Went through a little change last year, but I think just knowing and being more comfortable in the space that I'm in, and just knowing how to be myself in that space as well.
About almost a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, at Ramsey High School, they retired your number. Just to have this community be able to support you throughout your collegiate career, now your pro career, what does that mean to you?
It means a lot. Birmingham is a city that raised me, so anytime, you know, I get to come home and be welcomed with open arms, it means a lot because I'm not here as much as I used to be, but anytime, home is still home, and I like to give back too, so I think it's just a loving relationship I have with this city, and you can never take that away. So
I also do know in December, I understand you got a 3rd degree, another master's degree. First of all, congratulations. To be able to balance the pro career and also learning, how important is that to be able to have your platform and use it in a multitude of ways?
I mean, it's kind of just how I was raised. I am the only real athlete in the family. My mom was all academics, so it was just kind of instilled in me from a young age. It's student first, athlete second, and it was just opportunity, man. Why not, take off with it? Criminal justice was something I always wanted to do. It was kind of hard to balance, the W life with it, but it worked out, and I was glad that my mom got to see me walk. So it meant a lot to me.
The last question I have, you mentioned that you really want to get back to this community, and there's a lot of little girls right now sitting here wanting to be able to hopefully someday to be able to live out the dream that you're being able to. What's the one piece of advice you have to anyone who wants to be able to live out their dreams?
I always say never let anybody tell you no. I think, if you have a dream and you have a goal, go for it. Nobody can stop you but you, and it doesn't matter how small you are or what the circumstances might be. It's always room to grow. It's always room to improve, and just never let anybody tell you no.
Jalen, we thank you so much for the time. Enjoy your time here in Birmingham. Good luck on the next W season. Blake, couldn't say any better. Jalen Sherrod, one of the best to ever do it here in Birmingham. I'll send it over to you.
Thanks, Ariel. Jalen Sherrod of Birmingham, area basketball legend. Meanwhile, that was a lengthy review. After review, it is a successful coach's challenge for the Maine Celtics. Hassan Ward's foul has been waved off. Instead, it's been overturned, and there has been a flagrant one issued to Hunter Dickinson for that left elbow right there. So the Squadron bench not thrilled with the way that review called, especially because they're talking about, listen, our guy maybe doesn't elbow your guy if that initial contact is called a foul.
Exactly, that the foul occurred way before the elbow, so it was a legitimate foul, and it should maybe the elbow would not have even occurred had the foul not occurred.
That's a big call, by the way, because that would have been Hassan Ward's fourth. Instead, the Celtics knocked down the flagrant free throw, and it's their basketball here now. 5-point game, just getting underway in this third quarter. Brown's three a little short.
DJ Carton skying for that rebound.
And another foul inside. This time Ward is going to be tagged with his fourth. Got a feeling those two guys are continuing to battle, and we're not going to see.
That's okay. I mean, it's G League, it's NBA basketball. That's just the way it is. It's physical, especially when you get in that blue stuff and that paint right there. It's going to be a lot of physicality that you're going to have to deal with.
Catch and shoot. Christian Shumate, not this time. Oduro fouled, though, trying to get the offensive board. And this is the challenge for teams that play the Squadron when they roll with this double big lineup on the floor. Do you have
that's exactly right. But tell you what, Hassan Ward is not. He is putting his body on Hunter Dickinson, I can assure you.
Alexander had it poked away. The Celtics on the move. Tanjay had it partially blocked. Alexander leads the race the other way and lays it in.
Great job again by Hunter Dickinson. We're down there right at the rim, protecting the basketball, protecting the rim, securing the ball. Great pass, though, lead pass out to Trey for the layup.
Soft hands from Hassan Ward. He's got a dozen after that bucket. Carton across the floor. Alexander, another three. It's good. 4 of 5. Trey Alexander from beyond the arc.
Well, you know, Coach Pressey cannot be happy about that, because coming out of the dressing room, the one thing that they were going to do was try to make Trey get the ball up. Instead, he's wide open for a three.
Whistle and a foul on Josh Oduro is his third. John Tanjay's got a free throw coming.
Here's Trey right here, just a smooth, no contest whatsoever. Not really.
Those shots go down more often than not. Tanjay's only missed 4 free throws in the G League regular season. That continues as he knocks that one down. Lead back to 6 for the Squadron. Alexander forced off the line this time. Attacks, couldn't get it to go off glass. Kendall Brown on the run out. Had it partially blocked, but also got fouled by Christian Shumate.
That's why he shoots for such a good percentage. We said he was a 53% field goal shooter, because he gets out and runs, number one, and gets those dunks and layups out of transition. But he's also, like we said, he's a great cutter in the half court. Real savvy. He sees you turn your head and you don't know where he is, and he slips to the basket for easy ones. Smart player.
The missed free throw. Squadron get a stop, but can't take advantage of it. Shoemate throws it away, Bridges the interception. Corner, Gray thought about it, thought better of it. Can Maine find a better look than that? Bridges spinning, couldn't get it to go over the 7-footer. Alexander all by himself, still takes it inside.
Oh my God. Wow. He was defended.
And he was all by himself, didn't have much in the way of support, didn't matter in the end.
1 on 3 and gets all the way to the rim.
Tanjay elevates and spins it in.
That's a pretty good move right there as well. And I told you during the halftime, I said, watch out, because Tanjay's going to come out here and try to take over this game.
Alexander a step back, you pass.
What can you say? Just hopefully he can keep it up.
Trey Alexander has 30, and we got a long ways to go in this game. The bump is going to be a foul on DJ Carton. That's his second and the last foul the Squadron have left to give here in this third quarter.
Yeah, you just hope Trey Dickerson can continue to just knock down threes and score at will, because he is willing to score if you're going to let him.
Gray rejects the screen. Over Carton, couldn't finish, but he got hit on the wrist.
This is about the most demonstrative that I have seen Coach Joe Barrett this season. He is trying to get
timeout
player
Squadron
off the court.
Timeout Squadron. DJ Carton was in a pretty long conversation there with our referee Joe Prince. And the Squadron are going to use their first coach's challenge of the night, challenging this foul call. So each side using some challenges early in this second half. We'll find out the result of this latest one right after this.
Dark as night, a stormy hue, a universe of ocean blue, amber flecks and fields of green. So much beauty yet unseen. And when I look into your eyes, I see the echoes of my own. What will they look like when they are grown? I see my mother and hers before, old and new combined in you. Visionary care for generations, UAB Callahan Eye.
Back here in Birmingham, Alabama, Legacy Arena, home to the Birmingham Squadron, taking on the Maine Celtics. And for the second time already in this third quarter, we have had a successful coach's challenge. Joe Barrer's challenge pays off. The call has been overturned. It is a no call on DJ Carton. It'll be Birmingham basketball as we get a quick look around the league at what all has gone down so far tonight in the G on just a 4-game night. Already one game that's gone final. The Iowa Wolves posted 132 thanks to 22 points from our old friend Jalen Crutcher tonight. Let's take out the Salt Lake City Stars. And over on Amazon Prime, a game that's just about to get going in the third quarter. Windy City Bulls taking on with the Wisconsin Herd. 80-71. Approaching the midway point in this third quarter here in Birmingham. Game the Squadron have led almost wire to wire. Trey Alexander has not been stopped tonight. This time he sets up Christian Shoemate, who got 2 feet in the paint but couldn't finish. Kendall Brown, a one-man wrecking crew the other way, had it knocked away, and Oduro threw it off his leg. Good defensive effort from Oduro, and Alexander quickly puts it back in play before Maine could challenge it.
Exactly what he was doing. Not his first rodeo, I can assure you. Look at here. Look at here, the big fellow. The big fellow with the alley-oop, and DJ Carton, who's a little irritated, takes out his irritation on the rim.
A big to small lob. Hunter Dickinson continues to set up buckets. There's a two-handed hammer on the other end for Ebenezer Duwana.
Now, Duwana's another one of those guys that I've watched him a lot on video as well, and he is a physical guy who will not shy away. I promise you.
Alexander right back to Dickinson, +1.
This time, Duwana should have went ahead and fouled him and knocked the ball. That little touch foul 3 feet away. No.
Fouling his buddy Tanjay from behind. That's his second. Keon Johnson checks in for Maine along with Hank Morgan. Dickinson at the line. His free throw is good. Hunter Dickinson, 3 rebounds and 3 assists away from a triple-double tonight.
Which would be how many triple-doubles? He's had, it's in the 20s.
Corner tray goes down for Morgan.
You
Guy that was all green on your scout.
Him get heated up.
Oduro inside, got bodied. That's on Tanjay as well, and it's the last foul Maine had left to give in this quarter. So we're going to be shooting a lot of free throws here, the remaining 6:13. There's no dip on that 3 for Morgan. Dickinson fires, connects. Wow. 2 threes for Hunter Dickinson. The squadron as a team still over 55% from beyond the arc. And a whistle out front and a foul. It's going to go on DJ Carton. And again, both teams over the foul limits. Hunter Dickinson continues to add to his game. He's now turned himself into a 39% three-point shooter in this G League regular season. The other end here, a free throw coming for Hassan Ward.
Well, that's why they call them stretch 4s and stretch 5s. It's usually not a stretch 4 anymore. It's just a stretch 5 because all these guys, if you're going to play at the next level, you got to be able to make that shot.
Hunter Dickinson starting to prove that he can on a pretty consistent basis. Johnny O'Neal forced off the line. He attacks. Couldn't finish. Oduro tapped it off the glass but couldn't corral it. Here come the Celtics. Morgan fires. Puts it in. Hank Morgan, a quick trigger. And he has been efficient in the few shots that he has put up tonight. Alexander tried to roll it inside to no avail. Oduro off the bounce, right hand, yes sir.
Once again, Josh Oduro stops a little mini run by the Celtics right there where they drive and a little running hook shot finish.
Squadrons lead back to 9, under 5 minutes left in this third quarter.
I absolutely love what I just heard. Stay with him, Johnny, stay with him. He's talking about Morgan.
Brown's 3 off the mark.
that blesses my soul right there, boy. I'm telling you.
Shoemate sent backwards by Johnson. Got it back and put it in. Christian Shoemate wanted an and one as well. And probably should have gotten one. Instead, a whistle for a delay of game warning. Charged to the squadron. Christian Shoemate stuck with it. Certainly got hacked. And now is going to be called for the foul out front on this end.
I tell you what, Shoemate, that's why I fell in love with him when I first saw him play, just because of his aggressiveness and his lack of fear attacking the rim, and you saw exactly why right there, because he could have easily given up on the play, but no, he gets his own offensive rebound, takes it back up, and this time forcefully gets it in the hole.
Johnson's first free throw is good. That was the technical free throw as Christian Shoemate got teed up behind the play, and now everybody else will come join for another free throw worth 2. Can understand Shoemate's frustration. He got a lot of contact that went uncalled on one end, then got called for the hand check on the other end.
And let me tell you something, Keon Johnson, like I told you at the halftime, plus 17 in his last game, 17 points, 6 assists, and out there pumping his fist into his hand, encouraging his own teammates to, hey, let's go, man, because they're in the hunt. They're in the hunt as well.
Alexander blitzed and fouled out front. That's going to go on Tanjay as well. All of a sudden, a guy that wasn't in foul trouble at all coming into the second half is. That's his 4th. And another free throw coming. Both teams well over the foul limit at this point.
I've got one of the greatest jobs in the world. I get to sit in my office, look at video, come up and see great players. It's one thing to look at them on video, but it's another thing when you get here courtside and you see them in for real. Just so blessed. Great players.
Trey Alexander's having a great night. 32 after that made free throw. Keon Johnson high off the glass to get it to go.
I told you.
A variety of ways Keon Johnson has scored so far tonight. Shoemates on the drive, left hand. Not quite, but he was fouled.
That's good and that's not so good. Come on, man. Come on, Chew. Do a great job of taking it to the rim, playing through the contact. It don't fall, but you get to go to the free throw line. Relax and let it go.
By the way, that foul went on Hassan Ward. So he's going to have to hit the bench here. Christian Shoemate's back to the line. That foul on Ward is his 5th.
Well, this is a big free throw right here. You got 3:53 to go. You don't need to do anything to stop the run, and that's a good job right there by Shoe.
So Shoemate cans it. Squadron's lead back to double digits, and Maine has their starting center off the floor now. Hassan Ward with 5 personal fouls. We'll see when he comes back. Morgan too strong this time.
Very fortunate. I'm just telling you. It's very fortunate.
Hunter fires off the catch, in and out, and a foul on the rebound will keep things down here. That's going to go on Morgan, and a free throw coming for Josh Oduro. And with no true center on the floor for Maine here, Josh Oduro and Johnny O'Neal are going to be a challenge to keep off the glass. So back to the free throw line goes Oduro, the second-year pro.
And in our discussion during the half, not on the air, Blake, but we talked about somebody from the Birmingham Squadron bench is going to have to come in ready to make some plays.
Johnny O'Neal, the only bench guy on the floor right now. Another foul out front. This one is going to go on Trey Mitchell. That's his 4th. This is turning into a very choppy third quarter. We're approaching 40 fouls in this game, and we've still got over 15 minutes left to play.
And Keon Johnson, I don't know, he is energized for some reason. He's wanting it bad. He's wanting the ball. He's wanting to make the plays. He's wanting to make the plays on defense, and he's trying his best to encourage his teammates to get as excited as he is because he's ready to go.
Alexander ahead of steam, got the bump.
And should be. Or was it all the way up?
Fouls on Duwana. Referees are going to say that is not a goaltend here on the Celtics big man. Looks like maybe it was still on its way to the glass.
Another free throw opportunity.
Trey Alexander continuing his excellent nights, but can't knock down the free throw. His first miss at the charity stripe in this one. So an empty trip for the Squadron. Maine a chance to cut into the deficit with 3 minutes to go in the third. Bridges off the bounce, had his pocket picks. Trey Alexander, the steal and the finish.
Wow. What control. Athleticism, pull it back, finger roll right over the front of the rim.
Johnson forced to pick it up this time. Gray got caught in the air. Johnson with 5. Jabs, fires, way short. Keon Johnson hadn't had many misses tonight, but couldn't do much. Short shot clock there. After the air ball, Maine not going to be allowed to sub here, so Hank Morgan's going to have to hang at the scorer's table for a moment.
He was wanting him back in, though, wasn't he? I don't blame him.
O'Neal off the ball fake, couldn't get free. Plenty of time to work with. Oh, what a find and finish. Come on.
What a play by Hunter Dickerson. A little touch pass for the finish.
Duana's tap went wanting. It'll stay down here. How in sync have Hunter Dickinson and Trey Alexander been tonight?
Just beautiful. I mean, here it is right here. The little kind of a backdoor cut. Don't even come down mid-air.
And O'Neal, the interception off the baseline inbounds. Alexander got bumped, scored, but wave it off. It's an offensive foul.
And who took it? Who was the man? Keon Johnson.
Johnson got to the space before Alexander beat him to it.
Insult to injury.
Keon Johnson paid for it. Took the contact in the chest, took the basketball off the face.
Please, please, know where 3 and 4 are. Know where 3 and 4 are as we speak.
Squadron playing a rare possession of zone here. Keon Johnson lost it, got it back, got fouled. It's a reach on Hunter Dickinson. That's his 4th. Fouls continue to pile up on both sides.
Coach Joe Bear standing right in front of us. Very energized tonight. Vocal, emotional. I love it.
He's been into it from the jump. His team has come out firing tonight. Said they needed to have a good first quarter. Check on that. Said they needed to be leading after the third quarter. So far, so good on that. Hunter Dickinson couldn't get that left-hander to go. 80 seconds left in the third. Johnson, a pretty crossing kick. Morgan resets the feet. Left the 3-ball a little shy. Second crack coming here for the Celtics. Bridges off the handoff, way off. Check that, that was Scott, pardon me. Hunter put his shoulder down and finished.
Chase Hunter in a crowd.
Chase Hunter's given the Squadron 8 off the bench, making the most of his opportunities here.
But another fantastic delivery by the big fella.
Scott straight away this time, short. Bridges another offensive board. Gray fires and connects. Aiden Gray doesn't take a ton of threes. He can knock him down. The rookie from UC San Diego's got a big one there. Dickinson on the roll through the traffic, spins it in. Squadrons lead back to 11 with shot and game clock separated by a little more than 2 seconds. The Celtics trying to hold for the final real opportunity of the quarter.
Like what they're doing with the ball screen.
Bridges in the corner.
Birmingham icing the ball screen, keeping it on one side of the floor.
3 seconds. Dickinson couldn't get to the front court in time. It's a backcourt violation. Celtics are going to have one more shot here with 2 seconds even.
It's a tough break. Hunter got up in the air and didn't have anybody to go to, and mental mistake right there.
So 2 seconds for Tonje and the Celts to get a look. Tonje had it kicked by Oduro, right back at him.
So some time should go off the clock.
Tonje, a second opportunity here. Gets it in. Johnson, was he pushed? Yes. Trey Alexander called for the foul.
Oh my gosh. The worst case scenario. What in the
Let's see Alexander's reaction. Joe Barrett, not a huge fan of the call either. Johnson's free throw, good. Big into the third quarter for the Celtics. A couple of buckets down the stretch. Hunter beat the buzzer. Not a bad effort there. The Squadron will take a 6-point lead into the fourth.
Well, somebody, like I said, from the bench, Trey Alexander, as good as he has been, how much more does he have left in his tank? He and Hunter Dickinson, somebody's going to have to come off that bench over there and help this team win this basketball game.
It's been all Trey Alexander tonight. Can he keep his team in front, send it to the fourth? Find out after this.
Hey fans, come out to Legacy Arena on Sunday, March 22nd at 3 p.m. for Youth Sports Night.
Grab a mini basketball hoop for your door.
Get to work on that jump shot and we will see you there.
At Lakeshore Foundation, we believe in a world in which every person has the opportunity to achieve a healthy, active, independent life. For 100 years, we've been impacting lives through inclusive fitness, sports, and recreation. Our mission is to encourage and provide opportunities for people to live a healthy lifestyle through activity, research, and advocacy. Join us. Together, we can make every day a new beginning.
Hey fans, come to Legacy Arena on Tuesday, March 24th at 7 p.m. for Fan Appreciation Night.
Grab an autograph from your favorite player during the post-game autograph session.
Join us as we celebrate you, the fans, for your support all season long.
Back here in Birmingham, Alabama, our coverage of the NBA G League. Of course, time to revisit Rick's trivia question from earlier, which of course had a Celtics theme to it. Brought to you by Down and Front Productions. The question was, which Boston Celtic won the 1991 Slam Dunk Contest, and what was the name of this famous dunk? What did you call it?
The no look, and somebody else said he saw just a little bit, so this is the no peek, or the peekaboo dunk. So yeah, that was, guess what else about D. Brown? Guess what kind of shoes he was wearing when he made that fantastic play? They were called the Reebok Pumps. I believe you had a pair?
I don't know if I had a pair, but I'm familiar with them.
Okay. Well, the Reebok Pump took a huge hit. They really made a lot of money off that. But D. Brown, what a character.
Brown, a guy who's been involved, still involved with basketball. Involved with his alma mater, Jacksonville University. As the fourth quarter gets going, and Tajay got all the way to the rim to make it a 4-point game.
And Blake, what I was talking about, as we speak, off the bench, 46 points off the bench for Maine, and only 16 for the Birmingham squadron. Somebody's got to step up.
TJ Carton hangs and hits. He's got a bucket to give him 10 points for the night. Fourth double-figure score for the squadron. By and large, been powered by Trey Alexander and Hunter Dickinson. Those two guys off the floor to start the fourth. Tanjay, I think he kicked that one out of bounds. It's off him.
Which is the other reason I made the statement that I did. You knew that Hunter and Trey had to get a break. I would say at least 3 minutes, maybe 4 minutes. So what's going to happen during this time when they're on the bench?
O'Neal, a catch and shoot. Three
there
is good.
You go. On cue right there.
The rookie from Santa Clara. Just to watch his team in the NCAA tournament coming up this weekend. As Christian Shoemate's called for the bump out front. Fallon Shoemate is his third. All right, so your magic number was?
Huh?
Your magic number was?
112, and right now it's getting close.
Squadron playing one of their best offensive games of the year. 35 in the first, 33 in the second, 36 in the third. Johnson inside over Oduro. Goodness, Keon Johnson showing off the bunnies. Where would Maine be without his production off the bench tonight? Carton playing off the cross kicks. O'Neal almost the same spots and the same results.
Way to go, Johnny. You just right on cue, big fella.
3-point makes tonight for O'Neal. Bridges and the Celtics trying to answer. That left hand goes. Been a quiet night for Jalen Bridges, but that one went down. O'Neal in the corner this time.
No way! Johnny O'Neal.
Ball's back for Johnny O'Neal. 3 straight have gone for the rookie. Johnson couldn't quite answer. Got to get number 2 a touch here, right? Oh, the steal in the backcourt belongs to Gray. Sets up Bridges.
No.
What a turn of events there. Big hit for Jalen Bridges. He's got 5 straight.
You must be focused when you have that basketball. You can't hang passes.
Harden looks inside, instead goes across the floor, and the squadron turned it over. Out front of the pack, Tanjay ran out of real estate. Circles the rim and flips it off the window, no. Johnson pumps, got the contact, and is going back to the charity stripe.
Well, Keon Johnson's just a one-man wrecking crew. I mean, he's come out here and put up 29 points as we speak.
Christian Shoemate going to get a breather here. That foul, by the way, went on Trey Mitchell. I believe that's his 5th.
And he was, of that of that 29, 8 of 8 from the free throw line.
Keon Johnson's free throw was good. 31 off the bench for the former Tennessee Vol. His best night as a Maine Celtic. Trying to keep his team hanging around, trailing by 6 and a foul out front. It's going to go on Gray. So free throw coming here for DJ Carton.
Well, we shouldn't be surprised at what Keon Johnson is doing right here. He was in 2021 the 21st pick in the first round of the NBA draft, so we know it's there.
Squadron almost got the steal out front. And they want their coach to use the coach's challenge to overturn that call. Never mind. Leolani, our crew chief, says, my bad, pointed the wrong way. That is Squadron basketball. No coach's challenge necessary. That was a dangerous pass, but it did get to Carton, who's now got a full head of steam. Carton downhill, offhand finish.
Hurry up, DJ.
Tonje back the other way over O'Neal, got rejected, but O'Neal called for the foul. John Tonje back to the charity stripe.
Here's the foul right here. What? No wonder Johnny was twirling that finger again. He said, Coach, I don't have any left.
Each side trying to be judicious down the stretch with that one remaining coach's challenge. Each side's already got one successful one fired off tonight. Tonje's free throw good. Tonje just a couple games removed from a career night where he had 42. He's got 15 tonight. The Celtics trail by 8.
It's still early, Blake. He's got 15 right now.
O'Neal fires again. Finally cooled off, but Hunter runs down the long board. Carton with 10. Off the bounce. Couldn't finish. Got all the way to the rim, but couldn't convert.
Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Morgan
hurry.
steps in, puts it in. Hank Morgan's got 16. And he and Johnson have combined for 47 Celtics bench points tonight. 2 possession game, 7.5 minutes to play. Oduro on the attack, finishes through the contact.
We said somebody else is going to have to step up, and let me tell you something. Off the bench, I mean, Johnny, he's just come in and just made shots. That's what they had to have. And then Oduro comes up in here and does his normal thing. Boy, he's improved there.
Big free throw. Oduro's got 18. Squadrons lead back to 8. Brown goes right at Oduro and finishes. Tough take from Kendall Brown, who's had a frustrating offensive night. Back and forth we go. These teams just trading punches on the offensive end. Oduro rolling to the rim, back to the free throw line.
Bridges with an excellent opportunity right there to probably take an offensive foul, although I think he was too deep to try to do that. So probably better to send Oduro to the free throw line than to give one easy one up.
As Oduro continues to work inside, the question for Phil Pressey is how long can he wait for Hassan Ward before he brings him back into the game? Well, Josh Oduro was at the line. His free throw was good, but before that, the referees stepped in.
I have no idea what the...
They were trying to get Tonje out of the game. Maine had 6 guys on the floor there. The referees didn't notice, but they also just kind of iced Josh Oduro.
Well, there were 6 guys on the floor, then that is... I saw that on a college game. Recently, you and I discussed it.
Yep. No worries. Oduro knocks down the free throw anyway. Lead back to 7 for the Squadron. Keon Johnson from 15. Yes, sir. Keon Johnson filling it up tonight. He'd be the story of the game if not for the guy with the basketball in his hands right now. Oduro draws a double in a hurry. Hunter, right corner. Yes, sir.
Wow. Thank you, Chase Hunter. Another one off the bench with not a dagger, but a big one.
Gray couldn't answer with a corner 3 of his own. Carton runs down the rebound. Alexander on the attack, lost it off his shoe. It'll be Maine basketball when we come back. What a start to the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you got Johnny O'Neal just lighting it up, and then all of a sudden Chase Hunter hits a big one, and that is what has given the Birmingham Squadron a little bit of a cushion, and it couldn't have come at a better time.
8-point game, 6.5 minutes to go here at Legacy Arena.
Hey fans, come out to Legacy Arena on Sunday, March 22nd at 3 p.m. for Youth Sports Night.
Grab a mini basketball hoop for your door.
Get to work on that jump shot and we will see you there.
I was in stop-and-go traffic, and out of nowhere, I was hit by an 18-wheeler. I know what to do. I called Morris Bart, and he got me $150,000.
Over 40 years of winning, over $1 billion won. You know what to do.
Hey fans, come to Legacy Arena on Tuesday, March 24th at 7 p.m. for Fan Appreciation Night.
Grab an autograph from your favorite player during the post-game autograph session.
Join us as we celebrate you, the fans, for your support all season long.
Back here inside Legacy Arena, the Celtics trail the Squadron by 9. For more on that side of things, third member of our crew, Ariel Schaefer, checking in. Ariel?
Well, Blake, all season long for the Maine Celtics, Jalen Bridges has really been the guy that's had this unwavering belief and has been one of the crucial offensive contributors for the Celtics so far this season. Yeah, a quiet 16 points, but he does so much more. Head coach Phil Pressey did tell me that it's been a night and day difference, but in the best way with Bridges since he's coached him in the Summer League this past summer, saying he's taken on such a great role and has been able to get more comfortable with taking difficult shots, been able to execute while being able to shoot off the move, off the dribble, off certain screens, adding different layers to his game to increase his role in their offense. Just someone who's been a huge contributor and also a high motor kid. They just love the way he's been able to play. Blake?
Thanks, Ariel. Jalen Bridges now in his second year as a pro, his first year really with this Celtics setup. As you said, spent Summer League with them. Coming off a pair of great games over the last couple of weeks. Getting a quick breather for now with 6.5 minutes to go. And Rick, that was a fast and furious way to start the fourth quarter.
It really was, but if you look at, like I said, the bench scoring, usually at the beginning of the fourth quarter, both teams have to have some people to come in and make plays off of the bench, as a matter of fact. Right now, though, the Maine with 55 points off their bench, and Birmingham now with 28 points. But what bigger shots? The Birmingham Squadron just needed a shot in the arm, and the two guys that came off the bench. And we said that they would have to do it. Now you look out there and got most of the starters back in, all except Chase Hunter. And Chase Hunter off the bench just knocked down a huge shot.
So a quick delay there to check on the score, which was confirmed to be correct. Brown all the way to the cup with one hand.
Well, that's what happens when you ice the screen. You ice the screen, you have to get big-time help. And that time, on the quick reversal, the help couldn't recover, went straight to the rim.
Carden was too late with his kick. Morgan the interception. Brown in the open floor, leaves it for Johnson for Thunder. 2 hammers in a row, and Maine's back within 5. Oduro cutting, foul. Morgan called for his third.
Well, here's a couple of flushes right here. There's one right there, open lane to the basket, and there was no stopping there. And then another knockdown, just absolutely killing the bottom of the basket.
Keon Johnson, another jam. He's got 35 and counting tonight. Brown over Dickinson and got fouled.
No.
That's the 5th on Dickinson. So both starting centers, Dickinson on one side and Hassan Ward on the other, now with 5 personal fouls.
That's the biggest problem. It's not necessarily the 2 points. It's possibly getting the 5th foul removed from Hunter Dickinson.
Brown's free throw is good. The lead for the Squadron back to 5. 5:40 to go. How much fun has this game been, in particular this second half? Alexander almost had his pocket pick. Gray did take it away from him. Maine gets a rare stop. Those have been hard to come by to start this quarter. Brown given the 3. Back iron. Alexander waits for Dickinson to set up shop here in the post. The 7-footer draws a double, finds Oduro, who left his floater a little short. Johnson has been the
back off.
Against the bigger Oduro, fires.
Like I said, you better not back off.
Oduro taking it to him on this end and lays it in. 24 for Oduro, who got rewarded. Brown kicks. Johnson chased off the line and got fouled by Alexander. It's the 4th on Trey Alexander. And the Squadron are going to spend their final coach's challenge of the night. Or are they? Squadron called timeouts, but they're not going to use the coach's challenge. Just a straight timeout with 4:35 to go in a 7-point game. It's been a fun one. We'll have the conclusion of it when we return to Birmingham.
For every action, there's a reaction. For every late night check-in, every early morning routine, every episode that you just wish wouldn't end. There are thousands of actions making it all possible. From the little things to the big things to the couldn't live without them things. There are hardworking people doing everything in their power to power everything you do.
Back here inside Legacy Arena, which just hosted the Women's and Men's American Conference Tournament Championships this past week. The UTSA women's team going to the NCAA tournament, and so are the South Florida Bulls on the men's side as they punch their ticket to the big dance coming up this week. You know who else punched their ticket? The McNeese Cowboys once again going back to the dance the alma mater of one Christian Shoemate. For more on the Squadron wing, Ariel Schaefer. Ariel?
Coach, he's been one of those guys for Birmingham that's really just transformed. Coming into this rookie season, he had to play a different position, but he was willing to be coached. In college, though, he wasn't the perimeter handler and distributor. He really had to learn to be able to execute that. And Coach Joe Barrett did tell me he's just been one of those guys that's been able to take that challenge head on. But when I spoke to Christian pregame, he mentioned that at the time that he was hurt with his hand, he was able to watch the game really slow down, being able to adjust to the speed to the game. That's why he's been so impactful, because it's just really slowed down and makes more sense to him. Blake?
Speaking of impactful, a left-handed jam from Keon Johnson, who is now working on a career night. 37 and counting for the Celtic. A new career high for him. As Jam makes it a one-possession game. Alexander had that pass deflected. It'll stay with the Squadron with 7 to shoot, and that was a short breather for Josh Oduro. But that jam now sets a new career high for Keon Johnson. Everything after this just tacks on to it. Alexander, short shot clock hangs. Got it to go. Are you kidding me?
What a play.
Speaking of career nights, Trey Alexander's now tied a career high. He's got 38. Back to a 2-possession lead. Johnson back across the floor. Brown in the corner. Not this time.
If there was somebody on the floor that you wouldn't mind shooting